Everyone, please look at here. Chapter 4, the Mughal Empire. In last class, we have discussed about the Mughal Empire. Who were Mughals? Mughal military campaign. Today, our topic is Mughal Empire, major campaigns and events. Babur, who ruled over India between 1526 1530. 1526, Ibrahim Lodi defeated by Babur. In 1524, Daulat Khan Lodi, the governor of Punjab, invited Babur to help him overthrow Ibrahim Lodi, the unpopular Sultan of Delhi. So, and that battle fought in Panipat. So, the Babur brought Punjab under his control, and then he marched toward the Delhi and met Ibrahim Lodi in the first battle of Panipat in 1526. Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi and laid the foundation of Mughal Empire. 1527, Rana Sanga first invited the Babur, but very soon he realized that the Babur wanted to establish his kingdom in Delhi, in India. So he stand against him, and the battle between Babur and Rana Sanga in 1527, it was at Kuana, Malwa battle. Okay, wait. Come to the next, Humayun. Babur's eldest son, Humayun, succeeded him as a Badshah in 1530. The Mughal ruler called themselves Badshah to show their superiority to the Sultan. Okay. Humayun had to fight Bahadur Shah of Gujarat in the west and Sher Khan of Bihar in the east. In order to strengthen his position, Humayun first marched against Bahadur Shah and then captured whole Malwa. As you can see, whole Malwa on the map. So, here, Gujarat and Malwa. So first the Humayun first marched against Bahadur Shah and captured whole Malwa. Malwa plateau means the Malwa, the central India. His campaign was interrupted by the news of an attack on Agra by Sher Khan. So when he was busy in this, so he was interrupted by Sher Khan. He marched eastwards to teach Sher Khan a lesson. In the meantime, Bahadur Shah reinforced his army, his territory. He was killed soon after in 1537. Humayun was defeated twice by Sher Khan at Chausa in 1539 CE and near Kannauj in 1540. Where is Kannauj? Uttar Pradesh. Humayun defeat at Kannauj cost him his throne. As you can see, the two time period given, 1530 to 1540 and 1555 to 1556. So when he was defeated in Kannauj, he flew to Kabul and then to Persia. For the period of 15 years, Mughal rule was replaced by Afghan rule. Humayun defeat left him without a kingdom. He wandered from place to place for 4 years, seeking help for the neighboring kingdom. He finally found refuge in the court of the Persian emperor. It was with the help of the Shah of Persia that Humayun recaptured Kabul and Kandahar in 1555. Now, when the Sher Khan died in 1554, his successors were weak and not efficient. So this gave Humayun the opportunity to reclaim the throne and re-establish the Mughal Empire in India. So he returned to India and occupied Delhi and Agra in 1555 CE. His rule was short-lived as he died due to injury on falling from stairs of his library in 1556. Now, everyone please write down the Humayunama, written by Humayun's sister Gulbadan Begum, provides us with a detailed account of Humayun's life. So let's talk about Akbar. Akbar, the eldest son of Humayun, was born in 1542. Everyone write down. Born in, am I audible? Born in 1542 CE in Amarkot when Humayun was in exile, जब वो बनवास में था. Okay. He was interested in hunting, riding, and sword play. He never learned to read or write. So you keep this thing in mind. He never learned read and write. Akbar succeeded his father as a Mughal empire in 1556, the ruler of India. He was 13-year-old at the time and was under the guidance of Behram Khan. During the initial year under the regency, the Akbar had faced a threat from the descendants. Who were the descendants? The member of same. Okay. So Akbar, the eldest son of Humayun, he was born in 1542 in Amarkot. Okay. When Humayun was in exile, यहाँ से चला गया था ना. Akbar was very fond of animal. He was interested in hunting, sword playing, or riding. He never learned to read and or write. Fine, everyone. All the time he was busy in hunting, riding, or sword play. Akbar succeeded of his father as the Mughal emperor in 1556 CE. Okay, and you can see the Akbar as an emperor, his ruling period divided into 3 periods: 1556 to 1570, then 1570 to 1585, then 1585 to 1605. There is no break between that period, but it divided into 3 periods. Let us have a look. So when he was in 13-years old at the time, he was under the guidance of Behram Khan, and Behram Khan trained him as a warrior. as a great warrior. So during the initially year, the under Bahram Khan, Akbar had to face threats from the Kisse, from the descendant of Sher Shah Suri and Hemu. He captured Delhi in 1556 CE. So Sher Shah Suri or Hemu captured the Delhi in 1556. Akbar force made them the second battle of, at Panipat and defeated them, thus removing the threat to Akbar's throne. Between 56 to 60, the time period 1556 to 60, Bahram Khan managed the affair of the kingdom on Akbar's behalf, on the behalf of Akbar's. During the period, he conquered and annexed the Gwalior, Jaunpur or Rajputana. Look at here, everyone. Gwalior at Madhya Pradesh, Rajputana, and another one is Jaunpur. By 1560, still the work is moving and the ruling is on the name of Akbar. Akbar took the complete charge of the state himself and he assumed absolute power and authority and shifted the capital to Agra. Now the Akbar who shifted the capital from Delhi to Agra. The main source of regarding the Mughal era and Akbar region is particular is the wealth of information कहाँ से मिलती है? From the Akbarnama, Anai Akbari, which was written by the Abul Fazl. He wrote the Akbarnama. That is the official account which gives us the lotus information about the Akbar life. It was divided into 3 volumes. So we will read about that in next. Now the next is how the Akbar expanded its empire territory. Akbar set out the policy of territorial expansion or conquest or expansion. First he conquered the Malwa. Look at Malwa in 1561. Malwa where? The south of Madhya Pradesh. And Gondwana in 1564 and the later restored to it as a ruler. So where is a Gondwana? The east side of Malwa. There. East side of the Malwa. So but after each and year, he start capturing the or conquering the land, the area. So first he captured the Malwa, then Gondwana, then Chittor, the capital of Mewar, means Rajasthan, was captured in 1568 and the Ranthambore fell in 1569. And by 1517, the Rajput ruler of Marwar, Bikaner, Jaisalmer had submitted to Akbar. They accepted the authority of Akbar. Akbar became the master of all the Rajput kingdom except the part of Mewar. Except the part of Mewar. Look at here in your book. The below the Chittor, the area is Mewar. Fine. So you can see how the Akbar was the power. the Akbar was as a powerful ruler.